ticket, they go see come see you for road, they go see come throw away another ticket for you. So this one fit stand there, another person fit come, he just give you ticket, na still go dey collect, and if you no pay, you are in trouble, they go fight you.
Since since they remove us from the major road, it has not been easy, to be sincere. And the worst part is that even on this road that we are now, it's not okay, and the passengers, they feel that maybe the way you do carry them is not you don't dodge gallop that much, and as you dodge gallop, but the potholes are just too many for someone to dodge. So the thing is now making us to stand on the queue for sometimes 2 hours, 3 hours. We'll stand on the queue before we get passengers to load. So since we have been moved out of the major road, it has been very, very bad. There are so many people that drive recklessly on the road with motor, and I would say that most of them maybe either keke or bike will be trying to dodge them so that they will not go and hit them and become problem for them. They will, from there, they get their own accident that will not cost them much. So I would say that how will I put it? The one they say that is keke and okada that do cause, although okada and keke do have accidents, nobody that move on the road that don't have accident. Accident, it can occur at any time and it can occur to anybody. So I won't say that it's keke and okada that is most. The money you pay for tickets and they cost some park and security. They do collect 2 security money here. 2 security money. One is 100 naira, the other one is 200, and they don't know what they are securing here. And in the whole day, before you get 2,000 naira, before you get 2,000 naira as money, as in your own personal money that you get from here, it's very, very hard. It's very, very hard. The government can look into the matter of this ticketing, because I think they influence much money on the tickets that they sell. Because I've seen they don't even sell exact amounts. I've seen where they sell at the other side 700, they sell here 800, and they sell here 900, and they sell at Agege 700, 600. So the inflation on the ticket is much, and we do buy more than 5 tickets in a day.
Well, my name is Mr. Christopher. I'm from Anambra State. I reside at Okera here, Oba. So since the government stopped this keke, in fact, it's not easy for us, the keke riders, because most of us, we are family men. So we have been passing through hardship because the major roads which we have been applying, we cannot be able to apply the road again. So since then, it's not easy for us. Even to get our daily bread from the keke, it's not easy. And most of us, we took this keke on hire purchase. We are paying balance to the owners. So it's not easy. We cannot be able to meet up in paying the owners and to meet up with the family requirements. So we have been passing through many pain, hardship, and all this stuff and that. So please, we are pleading, if there's a way they can be able to assist us, let them allow us to resume normal duty so that they can be able to help our families, to sponsor the children. Most of our children are in the school. Many are in the university. We cannot be able to meet up, so we are pleading. We are paying tickets, coupled with the local government ticket. So all these things, it's not easy for us to meet up, because we know how the pain we are passing through to pay all these dues. But it's like there's nothing we can be able to do. That's why we are paying the money. There's a way they can be able to reduce the money, because now there's no much work. If they can be able to help us to reduce the money, to help us too, in order to meet up in paying the balance of the keke, and also to meet up to maintain our family.
watching iBrandTV 247.
This coronavirus.
Daddy Big Bear.
What again, this woman?
Daddy Big Bear.
What is it again?
Where are you going to? It's not to go and find though. I want to make my hair. Not just my hair. You still give me money so that I'll make soup.
Hey, wait. Just take a look at yourself.
Anything you like, you tell me, Daddy Big Bear.
For the past 2 months now, they've not paid my salary.
Ha, Daddy Big Bear.
You have been eating my
God
food.
made you the head and not the toe. So you have to work. You have to be useful.
This same lockdown, you requested for an iPhone. In fact, bring the phone, let me go and sell it. I'm tired.
You are merely doing your job.
Oh,
Of what
tired.
use will you be if you can't provide me the necessary things I need in life?
Okay, pandemic is outside there. Everybody are managing. It's only you that you don't take Gary. You don't take Eba. You want to kill me?
I can never get to poverty level. Daddy Big Bear, you will give me money to make my hair. All these ones you are talking, you will give me money to make my hair because I don't take nonsense from you.
I hope I'm not.
Your stinginess is too much. You will die. It's better you die.
Give me the iPhone. I still have the receipt here. I'll go and sell it.
Daddy Big Bear,
Hey.
you will give me money for.
And you know my weak point too. We'll see where I got put the phone.
Let be your weak point. You will give me money for.
They remove this thing before we cause another trouble
You are
inside
shameless,
them.
oh. You are shameless. You are shameless. Your mates are providing for their family. The last time I saw our neighbor, her husband ordered meat online. Your own, you'll be telling me to manage things 3 weeks.
Oh, you will go to market next tomorrow.
If your ancestors are stingy, must you continue with your lineage?
Hey! This one.
You will give me the money, Daddy Big Bear. If not, I will tear you. You will give me that money. What are you saying?
Hey.
You will give me the money before you go anywhere. Don't try me.
Okay.
You are not ready. No problem.
No problem.
No, wait. Okay. Hello? Is this NCDC? Ah. I'm calling, no. You say, you people told us, stay safe, stay home. And if we know symbols like signs, coughing,
Why are you
sneezing.
calling NCDC then?
Sir. I'm being scared.
Give me that phone.
My husband is coming down by
Hey! This woman don't kill me finally. Which kind of woman is this?
She should not spread the virus. I don't want to die, please.
Why did you call NCDC
It's
now?
better you go to NCDC so that I'm your next of kin. I'll be controlling your account.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
So that is your plan on this one?
That will be the one you never
No,
see
don't worry. This is my thing. Withdraw as you
Is this
like.
one? This is your savings account, Abi?
I'm tired of
giving
you.
me savings account.
Ah.
Lagos State government. You said I should call you people. My husband has coronavirus. You had better give me you know the card I'm asking for. Give me that card.
If you finish it now,
Hold on.
I will give you.
Hold on,
I will give you.
I'm checking.
I will give you.
You said coffee, sneeze.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'll not die like this. Hey!
So your stinginess that followed you from your generation brought you into this house. You never see anything. Me, I will not call SCDC.
Why did?
If I call SCDC or Lagos State government, I'll kill myself by myself. I want you to be going to.
I beg, give me my savings so. My savings card.
You die here if you try me.
My savings
I will call
My savings card, oh! My savings card, oh!
911. Domestic violence.
It's definitely a busy Monday morning in the commercial hub of Nigeria. This is Business Breakfast, broadcasting live from our studio here in Lagos. I am Omobolanle Adeshuyi. Coming up in a moment. In Nigeria, approximately 1.4% of the GDP is accrued from the construction industry, and the dominant contractors are medium-sized, operating locally and executing mostly residential projects. However, these building projects have been characterized by shortfalls. We'll take a look at Nigeria's building sector, assessing the business models, gains and losses. Also to come, the Nigerian Building Code regulations are the statutory requirements. How effective are they? This is Business Breakfast, and welcome once again. Now let's take a look at the top business stories making the rounds today. The Central Bank of Nigeria has fixed 5 billion naira as the maximum loan amount that a participant can gain access to in its newly introduced initiative called the 100 for 100 PPP, Policy on Production and Productivity. The CBN stated this in its guidelines for the implementation of the initiative, which was released at the weekend. The Apex Bank further said that the initiative will select 10 private sector companies with projects that have the potential to enhance local production and productivity and also improve the generating capacity of the Nigerian economy. Also, the Central Bank of Nigeria has disclosed that the volume of counterfeit currency in the circulation declined from 84,934 pieces in 2019 to 67,265 pieces of fake notes in 2020, indicating a 20.8% decrease. This was revealed in the Currency Operations 2020 annual report released by the Apex Bank. The report suggests that the higher denomination notes like the 1,000 naira and 500 naira form the bulk of the counterfeited banknotes, putting them at 69.06% and 30.79% respectively of the total counterfeited notes. Meanwhile, the CBN also noted that it is partnering with various security agencies to sustain efforts aimed at limiting incidents of counterfeiting and maintaining the integrity of the banknotes in circulation. Deposit money banks, DMBs and insurance companies are expected to generate the sum of 22.6 billion naira in bank charges and insurance premiums from ministries, departments and agencies of the federal government in 2022. This data was contained in the 2022 budget proposal of the MDAs submitted to the National Assembly for approval. The amount could be much higher than the 22.6 billion naira as some government agencies such as the Nigerian Customs Service, Central Bank of Nigeria, Nigeria Railway Corporation, Securities Exchange Council, Nigerian Communications Commission and the Nigerian Investment Promotion Commission did not include their allocations for the bank levies and insurance premiums. Nigeria's credit to the private sector skyrocketed to the all-time high of 33.8 trillion naira as of September 2021. This is according to data from the Central Bank's Money and Credit Statistics. The country's private sector witnessed an increase in borrowing in recent years due to a combination of central bank monetary policies, innovation in technology, and credit profiling, as well as a rise in fintech companies participating in the lending space. In 2021, the private sector recorded a net increase of 3.69 trillion naira in net borrowings. Over the last 5 years, credit to the private sector has risen by over 100%, growing from 18 trillion naira in December 2015 and nearly doubling to 32.6 trillion naira this year. Coming up in a moment, assessing the business mode, finding lasting solution recorded in the Nigeria's building industry. We will be back with more. Please stay with us. Welcome back. Now let's explore Nigeria's building sector. And joining me in the discuss is builder Adelaja Adekombi. He is General Secretary, Nigeria Institute of Building, also the immediate past chairman of the Institute Lagos chapter. Thank you so much for giving us your time on Business Breakfast.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me on Bolani.
Now, let's begin with the latest collapse at Ikoyi. Over 40 lives have been lost to that colossal building collapse. Now, what are the highlights you would like to point out as the cause of this collapse?
Yeah, this is a very tragic issue on ground. We actually don't like talking about this too much because it's not something of joy. It's very saddening. We don't expect this again. And this is one of the most highly happening we have ever seen. It has never happened like this in
This is gravity.
Yes. But all things being equal, for me, everything I'm saying here is personal. So, you know, for me, I will want to say the cost, we just have to have, you know, send the cost to three set of people. And who are those people I'm talking about? The government, the professionals, and the clients, which we call developers. These are the three people that I want to say this morning that they are the cost.
Let's break it down.
Okay. I'll break it down in the government aspect. I would say in government aspect is 60%. And then I'll break down that professionals 20% and the client vis-a-vis developer 20%. So in the area of government,
So the government has a huge chunk
yes.
of
So
the blame.
yeah, the government aspect of this discussion is we have so many things that is responsible for it. Come to look at it, there is a regulation to work with. And it's just for government to enforce the regulation, it becomes a problem. And also look at other scenarios, government interference, let's say maybe political interference in the operation of the agency. It's also a key things we have to look at. And if we are not careful, we will just make noise with this happening again.
When you say interference, what do you mean?
Okay, I'm going to be citing some example to you. If you look at the video that is online, where they were about to arrest the man after being sealed the site, you find out that a group of enforcement from the agency went to the site, tried to arrest those police. Well, they actually shot of gun to the officer for the first time they visit the site. So if we now look at that, so many of it that the officers in lab cars are doing, they will seal a site, but you will just find out that a call from a power broker that they should leave the site. So many of that happen. So it becomes difficult for the agency to be able to operate effectively. And more of that, also the government in the aspect of monitoring. Yeah, they are not doing enough. I think the ministry or the agency need to be over-trained and retrained and retrained. And also, one basic fact about the government interference we are saying is that there is no way you will be putting a tie or a money in terms of trying to compare money with control. You don't, if you want to do control, you do control. When you are beginning to give a particular ministry a target, then there is no way you will be able to do a control. So if a control is standing on its own, and we really want to control buildings in Lagos or in Nigeria, then the government should not be saying that this particular ministry should generate so amount. So it becomes. So
you're saying the target is one of the factors impeding their they're playing their roles in.
No, this is what we're trying to say. What we are saying is that if you want to control and you don't give a target to the ministry concerned, so okay, you have to give us so amount in a month. So the officer has nothing to check. It's just once you pay, it goes
trying to meet up with the
target.
target.
It goes behind payment. You paying for approval, you paying for what it takes for you to go to site, does not end there. It goes behind payment. Once the money is being paid for approval and you are giving a letter to go and start a project, the government agency also have to start the project with you to find out whom are you engaging, which professionals is going to do the work. The structural engineer, the builder, the architect, they have to be named. And the agency also have to get them in their kitty to know who are the people working on this particular site. Then, when they come periodically to monitor. So if you find out that collab 21, normally, every stages, every slab of those 21 slabs supposed to have a certificate. But
government. You know, there were also controversies as regards the fact that it was 15 stories that were approved, but they went beyond the 15 and then shot it up to 21.
But for me, I don't want to go to that end. We know it's one of those things that's really common in Lagos.
But isn't that a big issue?
Yeah, it's a big issue, but let me also let you know that the concern here now is not the sixth floor that is added. It's the foundation faulty we are looking at. What would have happened from the beginning? What would have, if government agency is monitoring very well, they wouldn't have even got to 10, talk less of him going to 21.
Really?
Yeah, because there would have been a check and balance from the beginning of the project. If the project, like we had a lot of things, they are still doing some findings, so it's very hard for us to say this is the reason. But all that we are saying for now is just everybody just guessing. But what we are supposed to do during construction is what we are talking about. Who is responsible for this work? Where is the professionals that is working here? Who are the government agency who has been going there periodically to check? So
apparently there's lack of monitoring.
That is exactly what we are saying. But we're also trying to say government interference by if the agency or the officers are doing their work rightly. If there is an issue, they will see the power broker, will call them to order, not to go there again. So that's why we are saying government have 60% blame on this matter. I also want to think about government, trying to up to the other world and find a technology that by now